Welcome to the North Sydney Sun. Today we're examining a remarkable concentration of urban development in Sydney, right here on the North Shore. Specifically in Milsons Point, along a single 750 metre road, Alfred Street South. There is 4 major projects with an estimated combined investment of over $249 million, reshaping this iconic harbourside area. We'll break down the status, cost and detail of each development, so let's get into it. Project number 1, the North Sydney Olympic Pool redevelopment. The redevelopment of North Sydney Olympic Pool is one of the most expensive pool projects undertaken by municipal government in the world. Initially budgeted at $63.9 million, Council now says it'll cost $122 million to finish, but the final figure could be much higher, approaching an alarming $150 million. The project has faced extensive delays to go along with the escalating costs. For context, this revised cost is more than the $130 million adjusted for 2026 Australian dollars it costs to construct the Sydney Olympic Pool, which was completed in under 2.5 years for the 2000 Sydney Olympics. For even more context, the original North Sydney Pool, by contrast, took less than a year to build. The pool was originally opened in 1936 and built on the site of the warehouses used during the construction of the Sydney Harbour Bridge. The pool hosted the 1938 British Empire Games, now known as the Commonwealth Games, and quickly earned a reputation as a fast pool, with over 86 world records being broken there over the decades. There was significant modifications and renovations in the early 1980s, followed by the addition of heating in 2000 and the construction of a 25-metre indoor pool built atop the grandstand in 2001. Fast forward to the late 2010s and the ageing facility was in a critical state, with many defects, including concrete cancer in the grandstand and around the indoor pool, as well as the seawall. Council then voted to approve a $63.9 million renovation, which would also include a new wellness centre, a 1,100 square metre gym, and new amenities. Construction began in March 2021, with the initial completion date set at late 2023. This date was missed. It is now in the 5th year of construction and is not expected to be fully handed over until at least mid-February 2026. Setbacks included a major design flaw discovered in 2023, which required the dismantling and recommissioning of a newly built steel roof frame for the 25-metre indoor pool. Since then, continuing mismanagement, ad hoc design changes, and disputes between the council and the developer have only delayed the project further. As of the recording of this video, the end does appear to be in sight, with the project looking near complete, but the focus still remains on the mounting financial cost. For project number 2, we're going up the hill a little bit to 63 Alfred Street South. A significant $60 million project has been proposed for the building at 63 Alfred Street, Milsons Point. Plans have been lodged with the New South Wales Government for the demolition of the existing 11-storey building and the construction of a new mixed-use residential development. Strangely, this proposal follows a major refurbishment of the tower that was completed just 4 months before the demolition plans were submitted. The existing building was purchased in 2019 by Art Capital and was recently refurbished to overhaul its ground floor and the exterior with vertical metal screening. The original building was constructed in the late 1980s, marking a change in the Milsons Point area from the 19th century commercial buildings and cottages to the high-rise towers that later would become the norm. The new structure is designed to house 114 apartments, which will include an affordable housing component and approximately 340 square metres of commercial space on the ground floor. The knockdown rebuild plan is currently in the early stages, specifically in the preparation of an environmental impact statement. Just across the road, we head to the third project we're going to talk about today. The new northern access ramp to the Sydney Harbour Bridge cycleway is now complete, ending the need to navigate the 55 steps that were the sole northern access point prior to this project being completed. The ramp cost a total of $39 million and was officially opened on January 6, 2026. This 170 metre long, 3 metre wide linear ramp significantly improved access for all riders to the Sydney Harbour Bridge cycleway. The construction, which began in late 2024, replaced the bottleneck that existed in the cycleway since the bridge's opening in 1932. For decades, advocates wanted ramp access to the bridge, but faced opposition from local residents and the local council. The New South Wales State Government eventually stepped in to build the ramp. The ramp connects directly into a new separated cycleway along Alfred Street South, leading to Middlemiss Street, bypassing a high traffic roundabout, which also brings us to our final project of this video. Project number 4, 1 Middlemiss Street and 62 Lavender Street redevelopment. Now, this proposed development technically isn't part of Alfred Street South by the address book, but it is located at the end of the road. Plans are currently being considered for a substantial residential redevelopment in Lavender Bay, proposing a 20-storey residential building with 140 apartments. If approved, the project would involve the demolition of 5 existing 2-storey residential buildings. The proposal is situated approximately 300 metres from Milsons Point train station and 350 metres from North Sydney train station, positioning it within the area targeted for more transit-orientated development by the New South Wales Government. The development also includes 2 levels of basement parking for 151 vehicles and a commitment to designating 3% of the gross floor area for affordable housing in perpetuity. While the location is near the Lavender Bay Conservation Area, the specific site is not heritage listed or within a conservation area, allowing the proposed redevelopment to align with current planning provisions. Although the cost of the project is yet to be determined, it marks yet another major development along this 750 metre stretch of road. So there you have it. Those are 4 projects that are happening up and down Alfred Street South and transforming Sydney's lower North Shore. For ongoing coverage of these projects, head to northsydneysun.com.au or hit us up on Instagram and subscribe on YouTube to never miss a story. Thanks for joining us. Until next time, we'll see you later.